All right. So what happened to Ice Poseidon, Mike?
Fuck it, dude.
So Mike predicted this. We got to give him credit. Tax stuff. So it's finally come out. Ice Poseidon pulls a DSP on his audiences from Memology. Ice Poseidon is going to Japan but struggles to pay his taxes.
My life right now is a fucking mess. I can't fucking stream in LA. I'm trying to move out right now, and
Why can't he stream in LA?
Now the explanation that I'm getting is that I guess in addition to whatever tax problems and FBI issues he's having, I think it's unrelated to that. But I think he's also being notified now that I guess you need to have a film permit. They want him to have a filming permit in the state of California in order to stream.
Really?
Yes. Which I knew was coming down. I knew that was
just to IRL stream?
Yeah, but I knew that was going to happen eventually. Because I get it. Like, oh, well, that seems unfair, and
No, it's illegal. You're allowed legally to record a public place.
But this new phenomenon of IRL streaming, there are certain areas now, like Hollywood Boulevard, where it's becoming an issue. You have people like Hampton Brandon getting into fights in front of sidewalk cafes every day. You have trashy idiots doing these stunts on a regular basis, and I think that they're kind of going like, we need to do something. And I'm not condoning it, not saying this is the best approach, but it's one thing to say, like, I'm in a public place. I can film this for posterity's sake or whatever, but they're literally going out streaming and doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, in the streets and fucking with traffic, getting into fistfights. Like, just there's always seems to be in this CX community bullshit happening in that
I
little
agree,
area.
and I don't like the CX community, but then they should be in trouble for the fist fighting, all that. But then now that means that if you and I go to LA, we can't stream. We're not going to fist fight anybody. It seems excessive. It's the same thing that I'm upset about. I mean, I saw Whitfield brought it up from Whitfield Report. Subscribe. That now you can't stream. You told me last night you can't stream on YouTube unless you have 1,000 live stream IRL stream from your mobile device on YouTube unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Correct? That's the new thing.
Yeah, and I think that that's also related to an attempt by people to try to throttle the amount of IRL streamers out there.
Right.
But again, I mean, like, for instance, I love Carl, but like what Carl does is eventually unsustainable. Like, you're going to get enough attention, you're going to disrupt enough things in the same neighborhood that they're going to create some effort to get rid of you or hamper what you're doing. Again, I'm not saying I condone what they're doing with the film permit thing, but it started with a couple guys, doing some streaming or whatever, and it's turning certain areas into an absolute shit show.
Yeah, but now that means that people that go in IRL stream at events like 7 hours, like that homeless guy you were telling me about at the Nipsey Russell thing that was filming it that caught the fight, the guy that's a live streaming homeless guy that he just streams all of Skid Row guy.
Yeah.
It kind of seems as a way of, okay, so these people are assholes, these people are idiots. But I mean, using that argument, it's like, well, some people go out, ever since we've had guns, some people go out there and kill people. And it's like, so that means nobody can have guns. It seems like an overreach. It seems kind of illegal, the First Amendment. I'm not saying.
But that's kind of an extreme argument because you're saying, they're not saying they can't stream. It's the same way with a gun. You got to have a permit to have a gun.
There is a difference between
Like,
being in a public. I think free speech, as far as I'm concerned, which means documenting things. So that means that if you're in LA, let's use this as an example. If you're in LA, and there's a cop that pulls you over, and you're IRL streaming it on Facebook for posterity, so if something happens to you, they now can legally go, you don't have a filming permit, sorry, you don't get to stream it, stop, and they can legally do it. See, I understand what you're saying, and
California, is all I'm saying. It's like...
Right, then California, then it's going to be New York, then it's going to be Miami. It always starts in California. How many things have started in California? I was just drinking out of a paper straw in Disney the other day because of California.
No, I know. I'm not. Again, I'm not on their side for this, but I'm pretty sure if you looked right now at whatever law, and they're just using a law that's probably already on the books that they probably don't ever enforce about having film permits. You say whatever you want about people who are filming things for posterity's sake, or you're live streaming because you're in LA and you're doing something. This dude has like this guy's a brand now. He's a fucking business. He's basically like a TV channel in and of himself. So when he goes live anywhere in the air, it's a little different than if you're just like, hey guys, fucking touchdown in LA. I'm gonna go to the hotel. I'm gonna get a drink. Like this guy's got thousands of people watching him. Every time he turns his live stream on, there's a bomb threat. There's a fuck, you know what I mean? They're only going after him, and I get it. I'm not necessarily supporting what these people are doing, but there's tons of other live streamers right now out there that aren't being beholden to the same rules. I think they're trying to deal with him.
Yeah,
he's a problem.
but I understand. But again, how is this different than when they did with their straws? How they did with everything? It's like it seems going after one dude. This is and I'm pointing out, maybe it's because I have anxiety, so I always go to the worst case scenarios. But I'm pointing out that now this law that was decided to take care of CX or Ice Poseidon is not going to be used to people filming police, filming someone getting beat up, filming someone getting mugged in LA. The cop, even though, because then who's left to determine whether what you're filming, whether you need a permit or not? The police? They're allowed to go, no, you need a permit, new law, we're enforcing it now. If you're beating up a homeless guy, and I'm not saying that's an extreme, obviously, I understand that. But regardless of what it is, and I don't like Ice Poseidon. I don't understand any of this. I think this is all corny. I think this is 15-year-old. This is for fucking kids in high school. They go, hey, crazy dude, man. I get that. I don't. But it just seems like whenever one asshole does something over there, then everybody can't film. And here's my point. Okay, cool. You need a permit to film in LA. Fine, cool. Does he get the same tax breaks now as movie companies do? Because he's a TV show now. See what I mean? These are the things when you start looking it up. Do I get a tax break if I go pull a film permit? And now do I get, when all my money I make, I should get a tax break for filming there, right? Like, these are the things that I'm talking about. It's because of this asshole, now other people can't stream. Because of this asshole, YouTube now, we think, they haven't said anything, but now you need to have 1,000 subs to live stream an event. And that doesn't mean going out and fist fighting people. What about people that go out and film rallies? What about people that go out and film Antifa stuff? And now you have to have 1,000 subs to go film that. Now there is a workaround. So far, I mean, let's see how long it lasts. But people did check if you used the Streamlabs app.
I was right. I said that last night. I was right.
That is correct.
Boop, boop, boop. I told people to test that out, so it does work.
Yes. If you use, I was told this morning, if you use the Streamlabs app, since it's an outside API, they just let it go.
Difference.
They can't. Yeah, they don't know whether it's this or that. So, CDAO says ICE is a Fed now. Okay, sorry. Let's keep playing the video. Let's see what happened. I didn't mean to get off track.
I'm having troubles with that because, well, not really troubles with that, but it's just like it just takes time to move. And like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do this 1 month traveling stream in the military truck. To be honest with you, like, I really don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll probably just move because I'm not really in a position where I want to be in a fucking truck traveling for a month. Like, I just want to get my life organized.
His
right
whole
now,
chat hates him. Like, they're all
Oh
laughing at him.
It's organized. I'm in a freaking house that we have to leave. I am in a place where I need filming permits.
He does sound like Ari Shafir. That's who he sounds like. Danny's saying, I sounds like
he
Ari
does.
Shafir. A lot
When
like
he's
him.
calm.
Yeah.
He sounds
yeah,
like
calm.
yeah.
Yes.
Stream, so I have to leave the city to stream. I have to worry about doing 80 hours of community service.
Why 80 hours of community service?
Again, I don't know.
I'm not saying you know. I'm just asking.
They arrested him, and he's obviously got something going on legally with this. So.
Yeah, but if it was see, if it was tax stuff, that wouldn't be community service.
Have to still file.
He's probably got other charges floating around
For fighting people,
like
losing
there's
his
no
mind.
way.
Yeah.
My taxes for 2018.
How you going?
Wait. What did he say about my tax 2018? I gotta back that up.
He did.
Service. I have to still file my taxes for 2018.
How you gonna move to another state with community service?
I have to get a lawyer for the FBI thing so I can get my stuff back. I need to get my computers back, my phone back. I don't have anything. I don't have anything like my phones or any of the information. So I have to get a lawyer to get that shit back from the FBI.
Why did the FBI take his shit?
It's gonna take 4 months. I can leave to another state. I can still travel. Like, it's not real probation, and I can do the community service anywhere in the country. So that's fine.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So I guess when he got trespassed, and then he came back and trespassed at TwitchCon, he caught a charge, like a goofy charge. That's why it's just community service.
It's okay. So he could do his community service anywhere in the country, apparently. So here's the thing I don't understand. Okay,
Well, yeah, if you get a lawyer, the lawyer will go, look, we'll send you a letter that will prove that he did it from a certified charity. You know?
No, that's that. But let's say that Ice Poseidon let's say that the FBI, well, they did. The FBI took his computers, his phones, and everything. He makes a lot of money, and there's something that I have learned, and I think both of us have learned. A lot of these streamers that have been making a lot of money, they never have money. Like, you would think you would build something. Like, you know how many streamers that I know, huge streamers, don't even have LLCs? Like, they don't even get protected. They don't protect themselves. I don't understand this. Like,
I don't understand how, like, there's weeks, like the last 2 weeks with the trips and then coming back and not having a full schedule. Like at night, I've made very little money.
Oh yeah.
But like, we go and meet up with these guys that have supposedly make way more money than us in a day, and then I'm like, why am I buying trade? How do I have money on me? How do I have any money?
That's the thing that I point out too. It's like, look, man, we're at 10,000 subs. We're tiny compared to some of these bigger people. But you and I both know the way we figured it out is if tomorrow the streaming computer breaks and that break, I could have a new one tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, because you always have enough to be able to take care of emergencies. You know, if something crazy happens and Mike and I need to fly out somewhere to cover something, we could do that.
Yeah, we don't pull money straight out of the ROTC accounts. We can go do blow or fucking like, we just don't do that.
Yeah.
Like when we go on a trip, like we'll pay for dinner and drinks at a couple spots if we're with other colleagues. You know, you want to do the right thing by people.
Of course.
We're not like fucking pull it out, man. Let's get an 8-ball. We're not. We just go like, all right, let's get some drinks. We'll recoup it next week. We'll do what we gotta do.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, but I don't understand how Ice Poseidon, would you agree, by now should be at least up in the 800, 900,000 millionaire situation if he handled his money correctly.
Oh yeah, he'd be just south of a mil, I think.
Yeah, I was supposed to say 800,000, 700,000.
If this idiot had just bought a house, which he didn't do, he kept renting all these dope apartments, dude. Fuck it. Like if he just bought a house and paid the fucking house off, even now with his tax issues, he would have equity. He would have assets. He could go contact the IRS and he'd go, look, man, work with me here. You know what I mean? But he's got nothing.
That's the thing. It blows my mind. Like the moment, you have to understand, the moment, little behind the scenes stuff you guys, but the moment Mike and I even started becoming kind of popular, we're talking when we had 1,000 subs, maybe 1,300 subs, we looked at each other and we go, we got to get an LLC. We got to get an LLC.
I don't even think
right
we're
now.
at 1,000 yet.
Well, we'll give or take. I think we're at 1,000 at least. You think?
Maybe hovering around.
Maybe
there.
hovering.
We just did it immediately.
And we were like, we got to get an LLC. That's the first thing we have to do. We have to protect ourselves. And there's little simple things. You call us boomers or whatever you want, but you know, your LLC, you're protected now. Like if Mike and I go do something as ROTC and something crazy happens, they have to sue ROTC. They can't sue Mike and they can't sue me. It's a limited liability corporation. I know it's weird stuff. I know you guys probably don't care, but it just blows my mind that somebody said in the chat that they've seen him make, Ice Poseidon make $17,000 in a night. In one night. Our company didn't make that in a year last year. So just to point out the differences, it's this really, really like, it's this I agree with what you said earlier. This isn't a sustainable thing because these guys don't know how to save money. And at this point, once you've made your money and you've made all this stuff, this guy could have easily transitioned to some sort of show where he doesn't have to IRL stream. Maybe did an Eric Andre thing. He had enough money, you know, where you go out there, not get in trouble. Actually, you know what's funny? God damn. They probably have been doing this in a while. I just said Eric Andre. You reminded me. Eric Andre films his show in L.A., but when he does his skits,
on the street stuff in New York,
he has to do it in New York.
That's what I'm telling you.
You're
this
right.
is why I'm not that upset about this. L.A. has always been owned by these studios. There's always. This is why, like, when people are like, I can't believe they're doing it, I'm like, these laws are already in place in California and Los Angeles. These kids were just getting over on people forever because nobody gave a shit. But now he's in fucking tax trouble. Now he's in trouble with the feds. Now he's in trouble with local. So now they're like, we got to fucking deal with this guy. They got the Arab fucking Andy thing with a bomb threat at a college.
Right.
They fucking had it. Well, that was in Seattle. That was in Washington. But still, point stands. They're getting sick of this. They're getting hip to it. Everybody can go like, this is fucked up. But you're like, no, those laws were always there. Like you just pointed out, there's a reason why.
I just thought about the Eric Andre.
And I didn't think of it either, and I should have.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he always went to New York City and did his little thing because it's quick and easy and they don't really bother you. So it's just what's happening to him is not like this is criminal. No, it's like the studios want to own. They're losing everything else with the internet and everything. They own that city. You're not taking Los Angeles from the fucking Hollywood Jews.
No, of course
it's not happening.
But
the
other thing with this guy is he should have it. How does he have nothing? You should have another computer set up. You should be able to buy a laptop right now. And if you get to community service somewhere else, then you know what? This guy could do his thing. Works in any city. Go to Kansas City. You know what? Go to Dallas.
Or how does he not have a credit card?
That's. Dude, right? Thank you. It doesn't make sense.
You know what? We're starting from scratch. I'm at rock bottom, but you know what? Let's get a new computer. Let's start making money today.
I don't understand with the little bit
That's what I would do. If I had, like, I'm broke right now, but if everything fucking fried on me and Royce said, I'm dissolving the company and you're dead to me, like, I gotta go get at least a decent laptop and I'm like, go set this machine up somewhere, even if it's in a dirty motel. And what are you gonna do? If you know what I mean, if all my shit burns, I still have to do what I do.
Of course, you have to figure it out. And Era says NY LLC is fucking expensive, so I doubt Carl, because he's talking about Carl has an LLC. Hey guys,
you don't have to do it in New York.
Hey guys, I'm going to tell you a little secret for any up and coming streamers. If you get a PO box in any state, that's the state. Why do you think there's so many corporations that are in Delaware?
Yeah, the only reason our corporation is based in our state is because our state happens to rule.
Yeah.
We happen to be living in one of the lucky ones.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, let's do it here. It's great. This is a state where all the New York millionaires own a house and are barely here year round, but they just keep a residence here. What do you think Trump does? What do you think Trump has Mar-a-Lago and all that shit? You think Trump files fucking New York taxes? I'm sure he has to because he earns some money in New York. But
I'm sure he does.
But I'm sure a great deal of his money, he's like, sorry, I'm a Florida resident.
Exactly.
I love the great state of Florida.
Well, yeah, that's why everybody. That's another reason because that's why Florida has such an influx of New Yorkers. When people make money, a lot of these people. In South Florida, you see it all the time. A lot of these people in Boca, Mike, if you know what I mean, they buy little shit 1-bedroom apartments in Pompano Beach or some shitty place in Florida, and then they go, "This is my primary state of residence."
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And then they just go, "That's where I'm based in Florida." And I just travel a lot.
And they'll live in New York their whole life. They'll come to Florida maybe once to go to Disney, but they don't even stay at their shitty place. But it's cheaper for them to pay $1,000 a month for a shitty apartment than to pay the New York taxes on what they're living on up there.
Or some of them buy a house, rent the house out, and then have mail sent to that house. There's a lot. Yes. I know that scam too.
I know the scam very well, my friend.
You go like, look, you're gonna get it. There's an extra box.
Yeah.
You're gonna get stuff to 301 Pine Street, Box B. Just don't touch that box.
Just hold that stuff. That's mine. Okay.
You tax stuff.
Exactly. Why do you think there's so many cars? Why do you think there's so many cars? Well, my parents, they had to live in Boston for a while, right? They still had their main residence in Florida. That way they could get their tags and stuff, Florida tags here, because it's so much more expensive. It's so much more expensive.
Here. Yeah, and that's why anybody saying like, oh, Wyoming or Delaware, yeah, those are great. But you see, again, with Florida, it's not that much more than Delaware.
No.
And you can live here. Like, nobody wants to live in Delaware.
No. We're in Delaware.
Yeah, but you can be in Florida and go, this works out pretty well.
Let's visit one of the many screen door factories.
Delaware's fucking scary now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like Wilmington's like one of the most murderous. Wilmington, Delaware, because of its low population, has way more murders per capita than like Baltimore and shit. Because Delaware's such a small populated city, but you know the black Delaware resident
has a high crime
get a high crime rate.
Oh, good point. Biggest problem with leaving NY is you need money to leave, and I have none. Just save a little bit up and get the fuck out. So I bottom, but fucking leave. So let's finish playing this real quick, and then we'll go to break.
This sucks, you know. And the worst part about it is, I think for the most part, I brought this shit all upon myself for.
Yeah, you think, Ice?
For just trying to get content. Like, it sucks. I did the llama thing for content. I tried to do a streamer house for content, which ended up giving me a million more problems. I ended up really.
Who would have thought getting a bunch of attention-seeking, weird, borderline people, weirdos in the same house was going to be a bad thing?
Just putting myself in a really bad, sticky situation for the sake of content and for the sake of just trying to be as wacky and crazy as possible. And I'm in a really bad spot right now. Streaming is really fucking hard. And
I understand doing content. No, streaming is really fucking hard. Relax with that. Let's not pretend like we're coal miners. Mike and I do work over here, but we're not fucking getting black lungs. So let's not pretend. And the prime example is if Mike and I, who do not make a lot of money doing this, and we do appreciate everybody that donates, thank you. If we could have a bank account for emergency funds, if something needs to happen, if we need to rebuild, right now, if we need to rebuild, we could. God forbid we don't want to, but we could. The problem is that you had a lot of money. Where did it go? What was he spending it on? I don't understand.
Moving.
I have an idea.
Well, even still, let's say hypothetically that it's drugs. Let's say that it's drugs. Even still, how do you spend, let's say, 800 G's a year on coke? Or how? How? Is it even possible?
I just think it boils down to also just very bad with money. Like, I just think it's just anything I want, I just go get it. And
What's his nationality? Is it what I think it is?
He is 27%, a certain group that historically isn't known for being bad.
That's
with
why
money.
I asked. How is he bad with money? Genetically,
Because he's also like 70% Italian.
Oh,
And he's from,
you didn't tell me that, Mike.
and he's from,
I
like,
get it
and
now.
he's from like fucking
get
Jupiter,
it.
Florida, or like one of you know what I mean. He's from one of the cities we passed on the way back. Actually,
Stewart.
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 That's what
It was
He's
Stewart.
From Stewart, Florida.
But there's nothing.
He's just,
There's nothing in Stewart.
He's just a dumb guinea
Yeah.
from Florida that lucked into streaming because he was like one of the only guys that streamed RuneScape, and because he's obviously a fucking weirdo. So people, you know, in the early pioneer days when there wasn't a lot of channels, people got hip to his shit, and then
Right.
eventually he ventured out into the IRL stuff, and then he became the guy for that. But he never really did any growing up along the way, so he's now in this situation.
Somebody said Yeehaw Junction, Florida. That's a funny inside reference. That's a terrible place.
Yeehaw Junction.
And I have to file my taxes and pay for a lawyer to get my stuff back. So I had to get moving costs. Like, moving costs a lot of money if I want to move somewhere to another state. And that's just not
I bet you made enough money on this stream right here to move to another state. It's not that expensive. I've moved plenty of times.
money I probably can afford to spend right now since I have to get a lawyer and file my taxes.
What the IRS say?
3 years in prison.
You haven't paid taxes since '94, Don.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, I'm in a really bad spot. This sucks. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to stream until I move, besides just doing desktop streams and playing games or something.
Whoever said in the chat of his move to Orlando, Florida, dude, don't do that.
Don't. Hey.
This is our turf.
This is our territory.
You stay the
Please.
fuck out of Orlando.
This is
and
us.
You stay the fuck out of Tampa. You
You
understand
hear
me?
it? You don't. Not here. This is us. All right. You leave us. We cut out our own little place here. You leave us the fuck. Go. Hey. Go back to Stewart. Go back to Stewart.
Go back to there's plenty of film in Yeehaw Junction.
Go to Yeehaw Junction.
Plenty of stuff to
So
film
the
there.
tourists there, it's like LA comes to you. Let LA come to you.
Or go to
Yeehaw Junction.
You could do the East Coast. Or you go to south of the border, and you could go to south of the border in South Carolina, and then do
I know that place.
You could stay in one of their bed bug ridden little motels in there, and then just have like a couple days of adventure. And
Every time Mike and I go to DC, every time we go by the south of the border, man, it's so trashy. It's so.
I would
trash.
love to do like a week long there stream, like just to watch us lose our sanity.
All right, I'll do it.
Like a week where we stay at one of the shitty motels inside of south of the border, and we're not allowed to leave south of the border for like a certain amount of days.
I'll kill myself.
That would be it would just be fun to watch. Like it would be like watching like guys live stream from a war zone.
It'd be
You'd
terrible.
just be like day 10. Still in south of the border. There's nothing.
Did
to
you
do
know
here.
that through the hotel they don't turn the lights off in this place all night? We haven't slept a wink.
I can't go on any of the rides because none of them have been maintained in the past 10 years. I'm scared. So I mostly just walk around and I eat terribly reheated burritos. I'm sad.
The only thing they eat here is a McDonald's.
All they have
and
is sparklers.
they have a McDonald's and a Hardee's, and both of them have combination locks on the bathrooms. So it's not good. We're not in a good place.
But I've memorized the code.
Yeah,
It's
so
one of
it's
the tight
fine.
codes, so I'm good now. They don't really change it much. And so other than that,
I'd rather go to actually the south of the border. I'd rather go to Tijuana.
let's go to Tijuana.
Oh, Let's do it.
Dang.
I got a passport. I'll
I gotta
go.
get my passport.
We get, dude, it's real quick. I did it. It took me 2 weeks, and I had it for real. It took 2 weeks,
Get my passport.
and it's cheap.
Get the fuck out of here.
We go to Tijuana. That'll be fun.
Just set up in Tijuana, man.
Just live there, off the land.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, live next to Jesse.
That's
Ventura.
my backup plan.
Tijuana.
That's legit my backup plan. Now, like I'm thinking either Tijuana or go full on, move to like some obscure Asian country like Laos or Cambodia.
Fiji.
Like something where now Fiji's expensive though.
Yeah, Fiji is.
You go to like Laos and like you can live like an Afghani warlord for like $35 a week.
Yeah, but then you're living in fucking Laos.
Yeah, well, you know what? Not even the U.S. military had a lot of luck there. That's what I'm saying. I'm safe in the jungle.
I don't think I want to live in Laos. All right, let's finish off this video so we go to break.
And this is not like this is a $400 computer, so I need to get like an actual gaming computer if I'm gonna do that. But yeah, this sucks. I don't know what to do. So,
How do you
yeah,
not
it
have the
sucks.
money?
I've regretted.
Don't worry, Ice, take as much time as you need. Please don't cry. Just kidding, Ice, take another L. You're
Thank you.
still in LA, just acting like you're in Orange County. The LA Filming Authority is on your ass.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I know I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I am totally regretting.
We love
everything.
you, Ice. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just regretting a lot of decisions that I've made. I wish I never did the streamer house, and I would at least be able to stream in LA.
Gee,
right now,
did
so-
anybody
What are your
predict
thoughts
that?
on
Did
that?
anybody predict the streamer house wasn't going to work? Yes, Mike? Oh, you're saying you predicted
No,
it.
no. I'm saying literally everyone.
Literally everybody.
Literally everyone predicted. What a disaster.
Who would have thought? How old is Ice?
Late 20s.
Late 20s, all right. So old enough to fucking know better about money and stuff? Yeah.
The Red is currently, it seems, dead. Do you regret burning bridges with most people on the network?
I don't think I've burned any bridges with anybody in the network.
Did you see Sam in court about VidConf?
The
And
only
if you
thing-
did, how awkward was that? Hope you get this
The
all
only thing
figured out, man.
the only thing they've burned bridges with me, if like you burn, but everyone else has been fine. I saw Sam, it wasn't awkward, it was cool. We talked a little bit, we got lunch, and that was it. He got the same stuff as I did, I think.
Stupid,
I feel like he's on something in this.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Should have listened to your communities.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, the investors got doxxed and they pulled out. And
Wait, of what?
Scuffed?
Of Scuffed?
Dead?
Yeah. Whoa, I didn't know
Investors
this.
got doxxed, meaning the stream people.
Stream.me. There it is. It's confirmed now. Yeah, you're right. The same
no.
people was the same people.
Oh no. Scuffed.com. This webpage is parked for free, courtesy of GoDaddy. Ba-dum-bum.
obviously, you know,
How long before Minecraft? What do you think? How long before Minecraft?
Before he plays Minecraft?
Before, he
does something
something
in
in
Minecraft?
Minecraft, yeah. He's a streamer.
Nah, people like him don't have the
they don't.
guts.
They don't.
By the way, I'm just saying. Oh, no, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, the plus commission. What does that mean?
How much is commission?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Let's see. It's, oh boy, I don't know. I think we could get...
Is it the Hulu? That's it? Is that it? Yeah. For real? Yeah. You double check the site. You sure it's the right site?
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
we're just gonna. I'm actually sort of in debt to a lawyer, so I need to just pay that shit and then be able to move.
He's in debt to a lawyer. He makes $17,000 a stream, and he's in debt. How?
Play. I don't know what sort of streams or content I'm going to be able to provide. I'm going to probably just do desktop streams and whatever else. I just need to save money. I just need to do streams. I try to get as much money as I can so I can pay that fucking lawyer.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a bombshell hits me that I was not ready for. I certainly never saw coming. I had paid someone thousands of dollars for years to make sure that they had covered me from shit like this, and the guy didn't do his job.
The lawyer I have to pay him $700 an hour on like a $25,000 retainer.
He's in
Whoa!
trouble. He's
That
in
is
trouble.
a big time lawyer.
That's in trouble money. That's that you don't pay that. If you're-
$25,000 retainer and $700 an hour. Who
Now,
does he have? Johnny Cochran's ghost?
First of all, he's obviously inflating the numbers so that people will donate.
Of course.
That being said, let's say he's $400 or $500 an hour. You don't hire an attorney for that much unless you're in big doo-doos. You know, unless you're in big doo-doos. You don't hire somebody like that. I don't believe it's $7 an hour, though. Then again, it is L.A., and I'm sure, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... I wouldn't be shocked if he told me an attorney goes for $700 an hour in fucking Los Angeles.
Unbelievable.